Okay, let's talk about these. Fun fact, I actually picked these bad boys up from Asda, aka Walmart, in the game section. Isn't that fun? That's a great sign straight off the bat. And that's not even the best part. I paid £20 for these, which is about $25. Everything is already starting to add up here. I will say they are adjustable. Don't expect there to be any cushioning at the top of the headband though. It's just plastic, just hard plastic. In terms of design, you could do worse than this. I mean, you can blatantly tell that this is a product for the Nintendo Switch, so you have to respect that. You take one look at the product and you already know what it's for, right? So I can't really fault the company for that. Although I'm not a fan of the neon blue and red Joy-Cons, which I will probably still get hate for that, you gotta respect the branding here. You gotta respect the presentation. Oh, and one thing that I didn't even mention, I got the deluxe edition. Comes with a Nintendo Switch case. A decent case at that. The case is probably the best part of the purchase though. It does come with a neat little USB-C cable, with a very nice cable by the way. For £20 or $25, you can't really complain with this level of quality, especially with a cable. A USB-C cable at that. But what about the headphones themselves? Well, they are pretty small. We will touch more on that in a little while, but the reason why they're small is, again, due to the portability factor. Although it's probably annoying to most, I would probably say adults, the fact that these things are so tiny, it makes sense because obviously it has portability in mind, and obviously when you're trying to toss it into a bag, you don't want some big bulky headphones basically taking up a massive footprint in said bag. And for those of you who want to know what these headphones sound like when you use the chat feature, yeah, it sounds like this. Yeah, as you can tell, the mic quality isn't the best, but considering that the mic is mostly there for voice chat, you can't really get any better than this, especially for budget headphones. Like, it's really hard to mess that aspect up. I feel like the thing that would make this unacceptable is if the mic straight up didn't work, but it does. It gets the job done. You can hear what I'm saying. But yeah, I think it's time to tear into this thing a little bit. This goes without saying, and this will come to no surprise. Yeah, these things feel super cheap. They are not comfortable. They feel plasticky, they feel flimsy, they feel cheap. That's the best way to describe it. Am I surprised about this? Absolutely not, but it's still cheap. Although budget headphones could be a steal, especially for those of you who don't want to dish out too much money on gaming accessories, which is a perfectly reasonable reason, yeah, this is not one of those cases. Anyone putting these on is going to feel the discomfort, and the plastic for that matter. Now, this wouldn't be an issue if the cushions on the ear cups were comfortable to wear, but they're not. These aren't like regular headphones or regular high quality headphones where the cushioning is quite comfortable, and when you put on the headphones you completely forget that you're wearing them. It feels super immersive, which is important by the way because you're gaming. You see where I'm going with this? No. I'm literally wearing these right now, which I'm surprised about. I'm surprised that I haven't taken these off yet. But yeah, you can feel the discomfort. And you can feel the fact that you're wearing headphones, if that makes sense. I don't know, I feel like the best headphones make you forget about the fact that you're wearing them. But these ones, you feel like you're wearing headphones. It's just not great. Now, I know what a lot of you guys are saying. SGB, these things are small, cheap and plasticky. The best demographic for these headphones would be children, right? Because they wouldn't care about this. And also, they're a lot younger, so their ears will be smaller. And on top of that, because they're younger, they're going to have less to complain about in terms of sound quality. They're not going to be nitpicking about sound. And in theory, you're probably right. So I put that to the test. I gave these headphones to my little sister who was playing Animal Crossing on her Switch Lite. My sister has small ears and she still wasn't the biggest fan of how these things felt. She literally told me that they felt small in her ears and on her head. So even the headband part didn't even sit right entirely on her head. And obviously she's like 8 years younger than me. She's still a child. So even with that argument of that, oh yeah, it might work better with kids. I mean, yeah, better, but still not great. It's still not the best reception. So I know that I mentioned earlier that it makes a lot of sense that these headphones are incredibly small because of the portability factor. But one thing that has me absolutely dying and so confused is the fact that they promote portability so much with this whole bundle. They even remember to give you a case for the Nintendo Switch, but they don't give you a case or a place to put these headphones. Like, what are we doing? Wait, so I'm expected to toss these cheap plasticky headphones where if you look at them too hard, they will snap in half. You expect me to just chuck them in a bag full of other electronics and stuff, and then whilst I'm running for buses going from point A to point B, it's just smacking about and tossing around inside of my bag. Wait, and the kicker, you're expecting these not to break? What are we doing? I actually can't believe that. You know what else I can't believe? The fact that some of you guys haven't hit the big red subscribe button and the bell notification as well. You see what I did there? Basically, if you're new to the channel and if you love Nintendo, you would absolutely love this channel. We tend to cover Nintendo quite a lot here. So make sure that you hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so that you don't miss a single one of my videos. Thanks. The headphone port. Yeah. It's our favourites, is the one that hooks like that, plus it's thick at the top here. This means that if you have a protective case on your Nintendo Switch, you're going to have to see if this thing will even work with it, because a lot of those protective cases increase the thickness around the headphone jack. And if it does that, there is a good chance that this thing will not go all the way in, and obviously you won't be able to then use these headphones with your Nintendo Switch. Very annoying for some people. Also, the cord itself is not long. This wouldn't be an issue if this cord was removable and able to obviously replace. But no, they are stuck on. Don't we love that? Don't we love that? So if your dog chews on it or your kid chews on it, you gotta buy another pair, and that's not a big deal because of how cheap they are. It's just the fact that you gotta buy another pair. Now the biggest question of all, how do these things sound? I've been moaning about these headphones for several minutes now, and just imagine that after everything I just said about how these things look, how they feel, after all of that, the sound quality is actually amazing. They would actually make for really good budget headphones. Yes, there are some compromises, but guys, the audio could be good here. I might actually be able to recommend you guys some super cheap Nintendo Switch headphones that are actually quite decent. No, the sound quality sucks, mate. I'm a person who listens to pretty bassy music, so I obviously tried listening to that music with these headphones. It wasn't great. Basically, because you can feel the fact that these are headphones and you can feel these shells, these plastic shells around your ears, it basically creates an unlistenable experience for you whilst you listen to music. The bass doesn't pick up at all. The bass just sounds incredibly flat and hollow, which is to be expected. These are cheap headphones, but still, especially when you're playing video games where there tends to be original soundtracks and music clips and jingles and things like that, that's probably going to be a little bit irritating to a lot of you guys, including myself, someone who takes music fairly seriously. And it's exactly what I said earlier. It feels like you have two seashells on each side of your ears, but minus the part where you can hear the sea. So you're just stuck with two shells on your head. Like, you can literally hear the plastic ringing whilst you listen to anything. And oh my goodness, if you listen to anything where there's a drop in the beat or anything like that, prepare yourself. You're gonna get a headache, because the noise when it peaks, it hurts. It's not good at all. However, should we even be expecting too much from a pair of headphones that feels like they will be coming with fries and chicken nuggets? Probably not. And even though these headphones are forward chat, whilst I was listening to my voice clip that I made earlier using these headphones, they didn't sound great on that either. They still sound muffled, plasticky and cheap. Okay, are they good budget headphones? Still no. Oh my goodness, no. Honestly, have some self-respect, save up a little bit more money and pick yourself up some decent headphones. You can literally get decent headphones literally anywhere on Amazon. Literally anything other than these. These are some of the worst pair of headphones, if not the worst pair of headphones I've ever used. I'm not surprised. I saw the price and I was like, oh yeah, this would make for a good video. But still. However, I think it goes without saying. Some fun, some food. It's all inside this Happy Meal.